He just threw that one up.
New England's run 19 plays, Seattle's run 3. All of them runs by Lynch. This time it is Wilson looking downfield. Takes care of Ninkovich with a good fake. And there he goes, sliding to a stop at the 21-yard line. Now Wilson with 5 receivers. Just a 3-man rush for New England and a spy on Wilson. Has time, can't get any pressure on him. There he goes again, looking for the first time, but coming up to make the tackle is Darrelle Revis.
It's like that. You can't turn it over when points are sitting there for you.
3rd and 9 with 5 receivers out there. Wilson is under some pressure. But there he is escaping and surveying. Now we'll go back the other way. He gets a nice block. And the pass is incomplete. Raised the Lombardi Trophy last year and told us when he put it down, all he could think about was doing it again next year. Well, here is next year, and he's going to get sacked again for this.
Exactly what happens here, but Russell Okung's going to pull out, and Chandler Jones is going to end up on the guard. James Carpenter and Marshawn Lynch, when he was coming out for the route, kind of knocked Carpenter off. So far here, Russell Wilson has got nothing going at all, sort of like the beginning of the...
Wilson going deep down the sideline and broken up. Logan Ryan.
Storyline of this game has been so far, I will tell you, the utter domination in man coverage of the Patriots coverage people all over the place. There's been nowhere to throw this football. I've been watching it on almost every play. There just is nothing there. They're spying. They're taking care of Russell.
We have 5:44 here, but a 3rd down and 6 now. From the 34-yard line to the outside. Caught. Can he get the first down? Well, we'll see where they spot it. They're going to give him a pretty good spot here as Browner is able to tackle Kirk.
Things about him, but here's their moment. This is when they're going to have to win the game, and Luke Wilson needs to help as well.
The fake. Wilson, who's got a great arm, downfield, turning and making the catch. Twisting and turning is Chris Matthews. He covered that onside kick that was so huge in the NFC Championship game.
And he's a big guy. I remember watching in practice the other day how great Russell Wilson was at throwing the deep ball.
Catch a pass this season.
Look at that. How about that one? Arrington all over him in perfect coverage. But the one thing I love watching with Russell Wilson, not only does he throw the deep ball well, but he throws them high. He has enough strength in his arm to get it up.
From the 39 now. Wilson getting away. And Wilson is out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So now you have 3 field goals in this stadium against Arizona in December.
Jamie Collins, one of the most athletic defenders the Patriots have, could not get a hand on Russell Wilson. And the sad part about it is all the Patriots have been talking about this week, in the final 2 minutes of the half of the game or in big moments, believe me, Russell Wilson's going to pull the ball down and run with it, and they still let him get out.
17 seconds. They need about 10 yards or so and either a timeout or out of bounds. Wilson rolling away, and then he has to throw it away. So now you get down to the math. You got 11 seconds. You can still use all of the field because you have 2nd and 10 now. Wilson throwing, and that'll be caught, and that'll set him up for a field goal, but a flag here. The Colonel had
personal
Kyle
foul.
Arrington.
Face mask. Defense number 25.
Bottom.
Yep, Matthews outside. Baldwin in the slot. He's got to get rid of it in a hurry. And he does, and it's caught! Touchdown! Chris Matthews. How crazy. Another one of the Seattle free agents. You don't even hear about him until he recovers the onside kick against Green Bay. Tonight, a 44-yard reception, and here a touchdown reception. What a gutsy call.
Yeah, and you go, okay, Chris Matthews is the 4th receiver, and Logan Ryan's your fourth corner. But the size differential alone at that moment said maybe Chris Matthews should be a team that want to come out and pound the football, and so far that's exactly what's happening.
As they did against Green Bay. Now they run play action. Wilson going deep, and it's caught again. Chris Matthews. Can you believe what's going on? This is a guy working at a Foot Locker store. When the Seahawks called him and said, come on and try out, he had to tell his boss, let me get out of work early. I have to fly up to Seattle.
Well, I'll say one thing for Chris Matthews. He knows how to subtly work it. A little nudge in the back right there against Kyle Arrington, but enough for him. Just a little. Got Arrington going forward, and his size is the difference. Look at the height that Russell Wilson puts on that ball. Perfect.
Missed 5 games turf, though. Picked in that same draft just ahead of Russell Wilson in 2012. Now Wilson slings one to the left side. Matthews again. This is just amazing. 41-yard line. He played in 12.
Now, Brandon Browner is one of the biggest, baddest corners I've ever seen in my life. And Matthews at times just threw him off. I mean, these are two huge men going at it on the outside. I think they make the switch because Browner has more size. He can jump up and handle those jump balls, but now can he handle right over? He may be there right now. I would say he's trending. You and I are so hip, but I would say he's trending right now.
No question. From the 38-yard line, off the pistol formation, Wilson has time. Look how elusive he is. There's a flag down, however. There it is. You saw it at the 31-yard line. And Wilson will slide to a stop.
There he is. Chandler Jones, look at this. Dead to rights, right? Can't even get a finger on Russell Wilson. Wilson saw it coming the whole time. He just very casually looked like he was looking downfield, but it saw him out of the corner of his eye. Then that little move of his and takes off. This guy is something special.
Browner 39. There's the penalty. Holding on to Curse.
During the entirety of these playoffs. No big deal.
2nd and goal. Play fake. Little lob. Wide open. Touchdown. Doug Baldwin.
Play action to get the run game going. But let's give credit to Doug Baldwin. A veteran player.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 89. 15-yard penalty on the kickoff. Touchdown is good.
Veteran receiver knows how to use the umpire in the middle of the field to pick off the man coverage. He did it perfectly. Brilliant play by Doug Baldwin.
Doug Lynch has carried for 88 yards. Wilson only 3 carries, but for 39. Look at the time he has. And then caught up at the 45-yard line. Ricardo Lockett making.
Lockett kind of makes me laugh. So they go the bootleg play out of here. And watch Russell Wilson. They say he doesn't read defenses by foot. He must have looked at 4 different receivers on that play until he finally comes all tired. It gets really difficult.
A lot of speculation as to whether they'll keep him, whether they can afford him. There's some speculation that they're ready to make a big long-term deal with him going forward. Catch made on the outside. That's Jermaine Curse. Echo keeps going to a guy who keeps getting intercepted every time he's targeted. 3rd and 3. Wilson surveys, and it is bobbled and dropped. It'll be 4th down and 3.
Going to go here and back around, just a little rub route, and they got it. They had the rookie, Malcolm Butler, and that time, Curse just could not hold on to it. Huge play. That is in scoring position.
The 2 remaining guys from their last Super Bowl championship team in 2004. 3rd and 7. Wilson with a ton of time, and then all of a sudden, here through the middle comes Rob Ninkovich. Birthday to Ninkovich. He's 31 today.
Coverage sack here. Darrelle Revis on the inside on Doug Baldwin. Maybe a chance there if that pressure really took a long time to materialize. You just wonder if Russell Wilson was probably looking on the outside there than Ninkovich, the old veteran. 8 sacks on the year for the 3rd straight year. And
Wilson off play action, surveying, ton of time, and then the receiver falls down.
Well, it looked like Butler trips here. I don't know if they trip over each other's feet, but then he reaches out and basically trips the receiver. That should have been some sort of interference. That was definitely an intentional act. And as you get to this point in the game, Russell Wilson running the ball always becomes a big threat.
And 3rd and 5, Wilson sliding right and then throws that one out of bounds.
Lynch is going to do a little out and then up, and really he was wide open. Jamie Collins came underneath that little pick, but looked like Marshawn Lynch just sort of hesitated and stopped. Didn't really believe he was going to throw it to him, I guess.
Lynch gets flanked out. The empty backfield. Wilson down the sideline. Lynch makes the catch, and he'll get tackled by Jamie Collins, but that's a
Marshawn Lynch one-on-one against the linebacker Jamie Collins. Slant and go to a running back. That is confidence in the ability of not just Russell Wilson, but Marshawn Lynch, and a trust with the season on the line. Brilliant call, brilliant throw, and now they're at midfield. Could this game be any better?
20 left, too. 155. That was Lynch's first catch of the game. They blitz. Wilson fires, and that's incomplete. Intended for Curse. Looks around.
Can you imagine what this rookie's thinking? And he could not have played this better. Perfect position. Going to come, jump inside, knock it away. Brilliant play.
Has not caught a pass in this game. Deep drop. Ton of time. Going for it all. Knocked away. Browner is back there. There was Matthews and Brandon. New England in free agency.
Going to go right up the seam here. The Patriots came with a 3-man rush, and they made this switch early. And I think for Matt Patricia, it's been a good one. The jump balls now that you have a 6'4" cornerback are a little more fair, a little more favorable for the Patriots.
3rd and 10. Flank Lynch again. Wilson hangs in there, throws. That's caught. That's going to be a first down. 38-yard line, Ricardo Lockett. And now they'll hustle up to the line of scrimmage, preserving the timeouts. Under a minute and a half to go.
Well, we've seen when Logan Ryan has been in the game, the play right before the half, and now they're coming back to him. Lockett's a guy with brilliant speed, so Ryan has to be careful.
Russell in the pocket. Russell for Curse, and that's broken up again. And is it, but somehow, did he wind up with a football?
I think Butler hit it, and it fell right back down to the ground. Unbelievable. That's exactly what happened, isn't it?
Well, Curse goes for it. It's still not on the ground. It's still not on the ground. It's still, well, look at that.
Oh, my,
Phenomenal.
I can't believe he didn't get up and get in the end zone in time.
And then Butler takes him out, so he breaks up the play. But at the end of the day, look at that. Does a juggling act. Has it at the 5, 1st and goal, 33 yards.
How many different plays are the Patriots going to have like this?
Yep.
Mario Manningham, David Tyree.
Right.
And now a Curse.
This was where Tyree had the helmet catch. This was the scene of the crime for New England.
And Tom Brady.
It's on his mind. It has to be. Do you bleed the clock all the way down? They're bleeding it right down to half a minute. 2nd and goal. Baldwin sets up on the left. Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal. Malcolm Butler, who almost made the phenomenal play that wound up in Curse's arms. There are flags on the field for a celebration. Amazing. Butler, a rookie free agent out of West Alabama.
They tried a pick play, Al. They tried to go here, but he beats him to the punch. And I'm sorry, but I can't believe the call.
Me neither.
I cannot believe the call. You've got Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. You've got a guy that's been borderline unstoppable in this part of the field. I can't believe the call.
And there is Brady. As demonstrative as ever, and Richard Sherman going, what? I agree with you. I mean, what?
You know, you think you got it. You think you understand. Other team practices too.
Ball in the end zone.
So you got the pick play. All right, it's you know, you think you're going to have it. You think, but why? You know, how about Malcolm Butler? Gives up the fluke play down the field. Looks like he's going to be partly responsible and makes an incredible play. You got to get it out of here. He wasn't going to get there. He was going to give up the game-winning touchdown, but he did his homework and he fired his shot and made the play of the year.
So the Patriots on the cusp.